The idea of cross-gender mentoring, like men mentoring women, women mentoring men, is a scary one. It is not really popular. What we have seen is men mentoring men, women mentoring women. But in a society like ours, where not many women have attained the top position, where they are seen and could be sought for mentoring responsibilities, men are still being looked up to. But calling on men to mentor women is fraught with so much fears and challenges. Now, what are the fears expressed by men concerning women mentoring? I welcome you to Mentoring with Bola Adewara. Some few days ago, we looked at the benefits of men mentoring women. Today, I want to look at the fears involved, the challenges involved in men mentoring women, and how these fears can be defeated. Once again, I welcome you to this seminar. Now, what are the fears that men have expressed concerning mentoring women? One, some men do not know how to play or how to walk around women. Two, some are not sure that maybe their normal actions, how their normal actions will be perceived by women. Thirdly, many are afraid of being accused of sexual harassment. You understand what I'm talking about. Four, some are afraid of what their wives or the people will say, when they are being seen with women all the time. Number five, some men do have deep-seated biases against women. To some men, women can never be serious. They are frivolous, always seeking to compete with men. Some will even say their place is in the kitchen, that women are devilish. All this sort of sentiment some men have against women. But isn't it a high time that men stood up and took a stance against this as a leader and in a role model that can support young women at the start of their career? Men have a responsibility to question their subconscious or their unconscious biases and their action and attitudes towards women. These men can lead the way with dispelling the myth that some of these workplaces weren't suitable for women, or that women weren't fit enough for these workplaces. If men continue to insist on mentoring women, then this will further increase the gender divide at the top level. If men say that they will not mentor women, it will increase the gender divide at the top level. Mentoring an individual who is different from us not only help the mentee, but also provide a unique opportunity for the mentor to grow as a person. By not mentoring women, it is not only the women that will suffer the consequences. Men will not have the advantage of diversity, in their mentee pool, and will therefore not grow and develop as much as the mentor. Learning the unique challenges of work, life, balances, and difficulties in the workplace faced by women. If done well, a male mentor of a female mentee can be a model of a mutually beneficial and meaningful relationship, helping both individuals in important ways and therefore helping everyone. Now, how can men beat the booby traps attached with mentoring women? If these are the challenges involved in mentoring women, how can men beat these challenges? Because a lot of people will keep telling that I don't want anybody to harass me. I don't want women to make allegations of sexual harassment and stuff like that. So we look at it now. How can we beat the booby traps of men mentoring women? Number one, create code of conduct. For cross-gender mentoring, it is important to let people involved in a mentoring program know that they are only involved in mentoring program, and it should be limited to that. There are rules guiding relationships, and each person should be mature enough to keep to the rules. 2, do your mentoring in the open. Let everything you do be in the open. Should there not be any meeting, there should never be any meeting in private places. Discussion should not veer into emotional matters, nor should there be any unnecessary discussions about personal pains, needing cuddling or romantic moods. Men must be careful about this. Phone calls are allowed, but at an appointed time. Meet in public. Choose time of the day and environment to talk or to meet one another. For example, opt for a cafe breakfast or meeting one another maybe in a cafe, not in dark places, or say come and meet me at home when my wife is not available, is not around. No, these things are wrong. The third way of beating the booby traps involved in men mentoring women: understand yourselves. Know the woman, her family, her challenges, pains, expectations. Be curious and ask questions rather than make assumptions. Be involved in her life by knowing her husband, suitors, or letting her know the details about you. Feature your family in your discussions. That will create a mental demarcation and feeling of no-go areas. Once the man knows the lady is married and knows the husband is also married, the two of them will be very careful in their relationships. Number 4 way of beating the booby traps of men mentoring women is always remember the consequences of crossing the boundaries. The lady could squeal on you if you are putting unnecessary pressure on her, and this could destroy your image and your family. Please always remember that when you are doing the wrong thing, there is always a consequence for it. Most women will always speak to their friends. Most men don't always do that. You always bottle up issues. When a woman tells her friend that, look, my mentor is toasting me, my mentor is doing this to me, wahala starts. If we all remember the consequences of our actions, we will be careful. The man who is a mentor to a woman must have a stable, happy family, which will rule out any possibility of dating another woman. Once the lady knows that this man is married, I'm sure she will be very careful. Number 5, encourage leadership. If it's an office setting, don't allow the relationship to become that of father and daughter. Don't sexualize the relationship in such a way that you will be thinking, oh, my mentee, this lady is too fragile to do this. I don't want her to go through any pain. I don't want her to do this. She's not eligible to do this. No. Encourage the lady you are mentoring to try new things or act on opportunities and actively seeking to nourish her self-confidence. Help them to see their strength and not their weaknesses. Number 6 way of beating the booby traps is don't be too familiar when expressing ideas. Now, I want to bring myself into this topic now. I am that kind of a person. When I am discussing with people, I always like touching. It be a man, be a woman, I like touching because I have known for a very long time that when you are touching the person you are discussing with, or you are nudging the person, it has a way of driving home your point or keeping the person in, keeping it attentive to your discussion. But when you are discussing with a woman Is it possible for you to be tapping her, touching her that way? Your behavior could be misread. Therefore, you need to be very careful when you are dealing with a woman. Some of your mannerisms has to be very, very curtailed so that you will not be misinterpreted. Number 7, make sure you are the right match. Make sure the lady that you are mentoring and you, the man, you are the right match. What do I mean? If it's a kind of formal mentoring, do not agree to mentor women who are so inexperienced or too junior to you. You may not strike the right relationship. You can be read wrongly. Create a kind of age criteria which will give some kind of understanding. Make sure you are the right match. Number 8, be specific on the areas of mentoring. Let the lady you are mentoring know that we are in a mentoring relationship. And what am I mentoring you on? I'm trying to show you how to do this. If it's in a church and you are to mentor a lady on how to beat the drum, let her know that we are here to beat the drum. If it's maybe you are a choir master and you are trying to work on her voice, let her know we are here to work on your voice so that it is defined and you are not exceeding that boundary. If you don't know what you are to do, you will not know when you get to that destination. So it is clear that the destination is clarified from the beginning. Number 9, ask for a referral. If a lady wants you to mentor her or you are assigned to mentor a lady, it is important to ask for referral from the mentee so as to be sure of who the lady is. You don't just accept anybody as a mentee in a world where no one is sure of anything. If there is a need to call off the mentoring exercise for a female, there is also the need to explain to her referee. If there is a need to refer her to another person for some kind of mentoring, there is also a need to refer her or to discuss this matter with her referee. The relevance of a referee is very important because of the intricacies surrounding men-women relationship. It is better to be on your guard than to have your reputation destroyed over a favor you are doing an acquaintance. The 10th way of beating the booby traps is be positive. Be positive. When you are mentoring another sex, when you are mentoring the female, be positive that it will end well. Stop seeing women as irrelevant. You have a daughter. If you are training your daughter in the university so that she too can succeed in life, the same thing you should do to any other women. The same great dreams you have for your daughter should be extended to all women in all offices or in all endeavors of life. Apply the golden principle. Do unto others what you want others to do to you. I hope you have gained something today. In my next broadcast, I will be looking at the 10 benefits of women mentoring men. The 10 benefits of women mentoring men. I have looked at men mentoring women. Now we're going to look at women mentoring men. I hope you will stay tuned to me next week. I want you to subscribe to my YouTube channel on mentoring with Bola Adewara. The channel is eLife Magazine TV. eLife Magazine TV. I want you to do me that favor so that other people can hear what I am saying. I want you to please subscribe to it. eLife Magazine TV. And please kindly do this for me. Until I come your way next week with the discussion how women can mentor men and the benefits involved. I thank you so much. The Lord bless you. You're welcome to Mentoring with Bola Adewara.